Okay, let's move on to cover letter part 2. Really, this is going to be a shorter video because almost all the instruction you need for cover letter 2 was handled in the Black Goose exercise. In a normal semester, actually the Black Goose exercise wouldn't be graded, and I would tell you to have to do it first, and then you move on to cover letter 2, which is your real content, which gets graded, but we'll grade them both this time. Let me just look at the instruction sheet here, which you can look at on Moodle with me. You'll see that I'm suggesting a very similar structure to in your project folder, and you have your original document, probably a Word document or Google document or something else that was your cover letter part 1, just the plain on text cover letter. And now I have given you feedback. If you got it in on time to me, you should have feedback from me saying what you should change, add, correct, so on, right? So you've done those corrections, and you should have an updated document. Don't hand it back into me because now you're actually converting it into HTML. But I would suggest that would be a good place to put, and you put it in your resource folder, within your project folder, to keep track of it. So you have that original there. Then you're going to start with a blank basic HTML file, and you're going to rename it cover letter, or just cover and your name. Cover hyphen first name or last name, doesn't matter, .html. So that's in your root folder, which I've suggested the name be cover letter or just cover and your name again. An exact naming for these things is not important to me as long as you include your name, first or last, and something to indicate what it is. And you have to all lowercase, so on and so forth, all those rules. And then I ask you to download a silhouette from Moodle, an image. It's going to be a GIF, I believe, in this case. The name will vary depending which one you choose. And it's going to be the image that you use. That stuff. So there's only one thing to download this time. This image, it goes into your root folder. And it's in the resource folder sitting there on Moodle for you to download. Good. The instructions are, you download the photo, the image. It's not a photograph, actually. From Moodle, and put it in your root folder, the renamed root folder, which is not named root, right? And then you're going to take all the text that you had before, that you've now updated from your cover letter, and you're going to paste it into your document. You're going to actually go get a copy. You're also going to take all that CSS that you had from the Black Goose, and you're going to paste that in there also. So you can go find that, and we're going to reuse that. You're going to have, instead of multiple H2s, you're just going to have a single H2 in this new document. Now you're going to change the image out. So you have to change the image link also, right? To be the IMG for this new image, which is a new image name and file type, right? You're going to include one strong and EM. Where are you going to put these? Well, you should only have one of each, and the strong should be something you think is important, not in the heading, within the paragraphs. And the EM is something as if you say it with emphasis, right? Now, I give you zip instructions again. Those are unchanged. Yes, you're going to submit a single zip file when you get done. But something else I give you, which I want you to look at more carefully than you would think, just try to make it bigger. So I give you this mock-up here, which actually has instructions in it, all right, about needing at least 3 paragraphs overall. You do have to make sure this stuff is actually follows grammar and spelling and so on. Put at least one short passage in strong tags and one EM also. Something I don't mention in here, was I'd love to see you do, is to add some comments. Add a comment in the HTML and maybe even a comment in the CSS, right? Okay, that's my sample, which you should read through because it gives you suggestions within it. But this is also kind of how it's going to end up when you get done. Except to be for your stuff. Let me show you in Notepad++ what that will look like more. This is from a previous semester, a student from a previous semester. The title is going to be the word welcome and then your name, separated by a pipe character. The pipe is the shift and the slash that's above your enter key. That's the pipe character. We call it a pipe. It's typically used as a divider in lots of web stuff. The pipe character. That's the title. That's in the instructions also there. Then the style is exactly the same style that you used in the Black Goose. That should be unchanged. The text, by the way, this one's called woman, but yours will be person 1 or person 2. The IMG is going to change because it's different. It's a different image, and the text within here is going to change. There's only one H2. This person had multiple EMs and multiple strongs actually, and included a comment down here. That was nice. Yes, I've not written a comment. I have to have a comment in the instructions, but please do put one in someplace. And actually, there is no comment in the CSS, but you could do that too. Actually, there is. This is commented out. That's a comment. Do notice that the CSS doesn't have any colors applied to it because it's a different language, and we have like multiple languages within the same file. What would this look like? This is hers, Gina's, and so she's got her subheading here. The single subheading now is an H2. That's your H1, right? The CSS is all just like we had in the Black Goose Bistro, but then she has her multiple paragraphs. Each one is a paragraph. Otherwise, it's very much like that other file. So if you get the Black Goose Bistro together, this should come together pretty easily and quickly. And then do remember the zipping instructions. And remember, make sure you zip the correct folder. That's a common error. Zip the correct folder, and the only things in it should be an HTML document and one image.